Boom, welcome to Jaxx Vane Studio Live number 64. We are a small independent game studio working on a sailing simulator game called Hydrofoil Generation Sailing. We stream live on Twitch 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesday and Fridays. The company is super tiny, it's just me doing the code, Jaxx over there doing the graphics. And I put my recap as small as possible, but last week, after 5 months of developing my own engine in Rust, last week I switched to a third-party engine called Unigine 2. Definitely check it out because it's awesome. This means that for me, I'm going through basically a total rewrite of the entire game. I have the advantage that I can look at my Rust code and translate it for the difficult part, but I'm running into issues where I still don't understand something in the engine, or the code, copying the code and translate it can put some small mistakes here and there. And then when I try the game, I see things that I don't understand exactly, but it's a process, and I'm convinced that this is still the best decision that I could have taken for this game. So this is the situation. Let's recap 1 second where we are compared to last time. Last time we had a very hard time trying to foil the 75 boat. The situation changed a little bit. Like, I implemented some stuff, but it's still a bitch. It's still very, very difficult, and it's still a headache. So don't be alarmed by this weird movement. This is just the magic rudder working at low speed that allows me to turn the boat if the speed is very low. It's still is a little bit too violent, so I can really rotate it very, very fast, and I need to improve this. Compared to last time, the main difference that we have are I can now move the foil, so I have the foil moving. So we have this thing moving. It's interesting because we can actually see the effect that it has on the CG of the boat. It's not that big. If you look at this, this is the representation of where the center of gravity is, and you can see that it moves as I raise the foil, because those foils are heavy. So imagine that we have no sails now. In fact, you see the boat is just sitting there doing nothing. So if I raise one foil, you see the boat is leaning on that side because the weight is actually moving on that side. That's cool. Something else that you guys have noticed is this new debug thing that I put here, and it's nice. Again, very, very easy to do with Unigine. Is actually an actual form, so we can move it. I don't know why we cannot. This is interesting, and I didn't. This I don't know why it doesn't want to go more than that. I don't know why, but I'm happy having it here, which also has the nice advantage of making the FPS more visible. Let me try to have a small foiling session with this. It's incredibly difficult, and this boat is really giving me headache. So it's hard. It's hard. All right. So I am here still using the arcade view. And the reason why I'm using this arcade view, because again, this boat is very weird. Let's try to get this thing going. As usual, it's very difficult from the start, but we're going to try. And the boat is very unstable once we get high speed. Also, I don't have the code for the ventilation enabled. So if I get my foil out of the water, you will see the boat doing something strange. So we accelerate. The trick is to try to keep the boat flat. So it's a balance between the foil and the sail. On the catamaran, you just put the sail in and boom, off you go. And this is eventually we will get there. So okay, we're getting there. So we're foiling. I can now move in the position where probably we'll be driving this boat, and right, and it's quite unstable. Let me get rid of this. Right, so it's quite unstable. Also, I don't have much reference in front of me to know where I'm going. So by trying to control sails, foils, and helm, it's very easy to steer off course. So very twitchy, very twitchy, very difficult, very, you know, as I was saying the other stream, I should have chosen a different game. This is really hard. I mean, I think this is going to be the theme that will accompany this game forever, and is difficult. Once you get there, also right now I put a lot of sensitivity in the foils. So, see, I got distracted and the boat was turning, and now I lost it basically. Now I'm totally fucked. Okay, and I lost it because I was so busy checking my foils that I didn't notice that the boat was turning and we started to get wind from behind. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. Hopefully I will have automatic sails soon. This boat is very weird because you see we have this problem with this sail that is moving on the top of us. And I'm really scared that this driving position, because in reality the sail will be more close, right? So the sail will never go over this angle. Right. The big problem is really going to be this guy, the Jeep, because this guy also will move here, and that will completely lock our vision of where we're going. So the plan to actually have the driver here, the skipper here, and our position here could totally fail, because we might be in a situation where we cannot see where we're going, and so we want to be on the other side of the boat. But if we are on the other side of the boat, we cannot see the foils, and if we cannot see the foils, it means that we will need some kind of graphical representation in the HUD that tell us how high we are riding, which is not really nice. Let's check quickly what Jaxx is doing.
So my plan for today is to try to load the new boat in Unigine, even though it's not the texture is not complete, it's not finished. I still have work to do. Yeah, we have to load this in Unigine.
Yeah.
And the skin, I'm not really a fan of it.
No, you don't like it? I think
okay.
it looks. I think it looks rad. I think it looks really cute. The reason why
it's a bit messy.
Yeah.
But for now it's alright.
Yeah.
I just want we load in Unigine put to check if the thing is if the steering wheel moves correctly.
Yes. Yeah.
And the foils.
Yeah.
But you remember in this boat, no, the foil, how they move, right? It's not that they just go up.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
We
they
will do that. Yeah.
I mean,
they rotate.
they rotate and then they go up.
They move and they also rotate. So, the reason why I want to push to get this boat in as soon as possible is because it would really help me to have the same boat that I was working all these 5 months in Rust in the new code. So to have something familiar to work with, and instead of trying to at the same time port the code and work on a boat that I don't really know.
Yeah, code 69 is I have nothing else to put, so I put the name of our band.
Yeah.
In case nobody knows, it's the name of our band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So as for me, my plan for today is to implement boat control using properties. So right now I have a bunch of stuff hard coded here, like, you know, foil 1 is the rudder, foil 3 is whatever is the foils, right? And what is the problem with this is that if I now try to load the other boat, it's gonna crash because it doesn't have foil number 3 and number 5. So we need to move this information about how the foils move and react to controls into the property system that we have in Unigine. So that's the first. Once this is done, we will put the JACC boat back in to confirm that everything works, and then hopefully we try the catamaran for the first time, at least see the catamaran floating in the water. So that's my plan for me. How do they manage this in real life? Well, first of all, it's 3 people instead of 1. So in real life, 1 guy is steering the boat, 1 guy is flying the boat with the foils up and down. So he's just looking over the foil and checking the height of the foil and adjust it. And another guy is working on the sails. So this has been a pattern for the entire duration of this project since I started. Is the main difficult part of this game is the fact that the player is asked to do the job that in real life is done by multiple people. What I found in my Rust version is that my brain can cope with doing 2 things. So I can do helm and foils, but the AI will take care of the sails, or I can do any combination of these. I can do it. If I have to do all of them, like is happening right now, because we don't have AI code yet, because in the Rust version I could choose what to give to the AI, right? So the AI could usually I had the AI doing the sails, and I was doing the helm and the foils, and that was reasonably doable, easy, and enjoyable. On this boat, though, it's gonna be very difficult. Well, it's not gonna be as satisfying because of the problem that I was saying, where you need to be sitting in the wrong side of the boat if you want to look at the foils. Otherwise, you will have to rely on some sort of HUD to do that.
It's so small, po.
What is so small?
The catamaran.
It's smaller.
Look, the same.
Yeah, it's smaller.
The JX75 is massive.
It's smaller.
The same.
It's smaller. Let's start with the rudder, which is helm. Okay, so let's start by trying to do the rudder. So how this is going to look like? So this is going to look like that when I get the rudder, I add a new property called physics controller. right? And now our source is the helm, right? And now our scale. So the rudder was stalling all the time. So let's put the rudder at 15 degrees, and we are rotating on the X, I think. Right, so this should give us the rudder. The only things that we don't know is if the scale is going to be correct or not. So there's only one way to know it. Oh, this is interesting. I lost completely the rudder. So frustrating. Come on, boat. I really should implement the thing that under a certain amount of speed, I just bring in the jeep. If I don't get going, I can't prove that the rudder is correct. I really hate this boat. You want to go on this side? Go on this side!
Here we go.
I think it's not working. Yeah, it's not working. That's why. It's not working. It's not working. Rudder angle of attack is always 0, so it's not fucking working. So, all right. So it didn't. We're here in step sail, so it means it didn't find any controller at all, which is disappointing. Did I misspell the name physical controller? Did I? Properties. Physics controller! Physical. Yes, we found the index. Index is number 1. Now you should work.
Yes, dumb god, the clock of the feeder is still on summertime. We're just too lazy to adjust it. Yes, Po, I fixed Po. I just freeze transformation.
Ah, good. Now, if I could only rotate this stupid... It wants to go on that side. Have it your way. Let's go on that side. Now. Are you okay? So it's inverted. Good, it's inverted. So it was right the first time around. Right. Okay, so let's move on and implement the foil control. So on the data side, this is going to be foil left. We add the property physics controller, right? And we attach to foils, and our scale is, let's try 9 degrees. 9 degrees should be enough. All right, so where are we? We're going very slow, but in theory we should be able to foil this thing. I really have a feel that I need to make the sails a little bit more forgiving, because when they stall, they just gone. See, I instantly lose the control of the course, and I end up with the wind in my back. Lots of things to do. I think my next, once these controllers are done, I need to implement the automatic sail, because
Ah,
this.
you're right po. Come 1 second po.
Yeah.
That's one of Steph's favorite band, Metallica. Metallica, or you like more
Megadeth.
Megadeth?
Yeah, Megadeth.
You like Megadeth more?
Yeah. See that I'm really struggling to get enough, and here we go. And then this is also one of the very difficult part. Is like when it gets going, it really jumps out of the water. And we're shit. And then we get into this. See, and now there is no way for me to recover it. So I'm gone. It's gone. So that means that in theory, the other boat should work. So let's test it. I think so. Yeah, we did crash. So let's try to understand where we crash. Full group 14. Full group 14. Hold on. We are in boat step. Ah, okay. Haha. Aha, I need to implement this. Ah, shit, I need to implement this. Ah, fuck. The mass movement. I could add another thing. And I think I should. So I should add another property called mass movement.
Po, it's ready po. You can play with it now.
All right, this. So this is working, which is good. Right? And we have absolutely no control of the boat. Right? Because our poor rudder is not attached to the helm. So let's attach it. Let me prove that this thing works. So rudder, we add a new property called, what was it? Physics controller. And we attach it to the helm and we turn it 40 degrees. Right, and that should give us rudder on the JACC. That's pretty easy. So let's see if we can accelerate this thing. Ah, why the sail was okay. Hold on. Let's go. Bring it in. Drifting a lot. Come on, accelerate. Stalling the. Okay, it's better. Rudder angle of attack. Come on, rudder, do something. Okay. All right, this is good. Come on. Come on. Yeah.
Let me find the physics both of this.
Yeah, I think it's already there. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
in both one, no?
Yeah. Hopefully the size are comparable.
JXL, and then you can see the GX50
Okay.
there. The FBX is there also, the texture.
Okay. So you didn't import. Yeah, but I think it's better like this that I import it into Unigine.
And then you have to re-put the texture.
Yeah, it's a little bit more work for me, but I think it's better.
and he loves to jump. One time he jumped so strong that he fucked you up, alright?
Oh yes,
Oh
absolutely.
my god, one time he jumped.
I think you can still probably see in my eye. I have like a cut.
Yes.
Right here.
And then Steph have all this blood on his face and
He
was so
jumped.
scary.
He jumped. He tried to jump from our table to the sofa where I was sitting,
Yeah.
and he went too hot, and he basically used me as a brake. So I just turned around, and I saw this monster coming at me.
With your peripheral vision, no?
Yeah,
Oh, something.
yeah, it was pretty scary. Yeah.
And then, and also right now,
What is phone 16? What are you using this for?
I have no idea, po. I forget it for now. I have to understand.
I don't see you have no textures for it.
Yeah, yeah. And then even now, Steph also traumatized. Every time Jaxx move, every time he sits in the sofa, he always looking around. Where is Jaxx?
Sorry, baby. The ropes. You made the ropes completely metallic. All right.
That's wrong.
Fine. It's okay. It's fine. Relax. 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 And do parameters albedo white. Look at this.
Whoa.
Look at Unigine. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing. Okay, but well, okay, you still have to work on this transparency thing, or you have to tweak some. I'll leave it like this for now, okay? I just try to put the physics in.
Stefano is the lead, where all the,
I'm the boss.
yeah. But we know who is the real boss.
Okay, so this reset, transform, and reset, transform. Ah, okay, look at that, sweetie. Unbelievable. It's actually good. But it's way more... Is it? No. Okay, it's fine. It's right. Whoa, okay. That's that's interesting. Okay. So, what is the problem? It didn't have any buoyancy at all. Why? Yeah. Okay. But I don't know why the other one. Because okay, I know why. Because I need to disable the how rigid body, okay, and we need to disable the physics, right? That works. Ciao Simone, I didn't even see you. Okay, so that's floating. That's nice, and this one is not. Okay, so why the...
Ciao, Simo.
So let me do it by code.
Oh, we're floating?
We're floating. Mesh set
What
enable
happened?
false. What happened? Something happened in your thing?
No, with the boat.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened, see? It's
because
bouncing and it's bouncing.
I see that thing late now. Here. Oh, so cool.
So cool, huh?
Wow.
Look at that. He is back! Okay. Is it gonna crash if I press F1? No, it doesn't crash. It doesn't crash, but it doesn't have the camera. So let me put the camera and then we finish the stream. Eh? So what we want is always hoping to be able to see the foil over there, which is always hard. And it's difficult because this doesn't have the same proportion as the screen where we're playing. So I think we have no other option other than go and check it in game. So this is going to be called camera on board. Right. So the question is it going to work with only one camera? Ciao Pasquale. Okay, so it works.
Ciao Daffy.
Interesting that the field of view is totally different.
No, brain shock.
Compared
No,
to Rust.
I'm using Substance Painter.
So let's try to bring it a little bit back.
Oh, so nice po you put the camera.
Yeah.
I just see it now.
You really like this boot so much.
Yes. Make it move po, you know?
No, that's not
No.
gonna happen. Window at 16 by 9.
What about the steering wheel po? Does it turn?
Un momento.
Okay.
Sweetie, un momento. I don't see the foil. So I think we need to open the field of view. Yeah. It sucks, but I think it really sucks. Why things cannot be easy? Why things should be always difficult? Because I could rotate it, but I remember from the Rust is how much I have to rotate it to see that foil. Not that much. Let me see if I can see it like this. Yeah, I see it now. How we move the let me do the other cam. Hold on. Edit cameras. Cool. It looks so badass compared to the old one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there is no comparison in the.
Maybe later I do a red skin,
Yeah.
a red text.
I mean, looks how badass it looks from the cockpit. Look at that.
Wow.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's inverted as usual. As usual, just stick a minus and everything will be fine. So helm right and helm left, minus. No Linux. There you go. You happy?
Wait, let me see. Nice.
So badass.
You don't see the buttons po? That's the camera angle.
Yeah, that's the camera angle, sweetie. I mean, I could put it a little bit lower, because at the end we want to try to see the foil there on the right. You see, I can hardly see it, the foil. Yeah, much better. I got this this magic thing. I don't know if Rust worked so much better. It's very violent. I mean, it looks so badass. I wish I could play it. I want to play it.
I wish it moves.
Yeah, it will move. It will move. Next stream, we will start with the.
It's so nice, this catamaran.
Yeah, it's gonna take me 2 or 3 hours of work to make it run.
For sure, I'm very sure if we do the trailer of the game, I'm gonna do a lot of this boat. A lot of scene of this boat. You like the flight?
That's so cool. That is so cool.
I have to put the normals to make it.
Right. That is so.
Yeah, to make it.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Let me recap my to-do list. So the controls via property is pretty much done. the JACC was working, and we did splash the catamaran. So victory. And Jaxx, you also did very well. And you are keeping improving that. All right, guys. So just a reminder, if you see this on YouTube, we are live 3 times a week on Twitch, if you want to follow and interact with us directly. Otherwise, you can just watch the highlights on YouTube. The highlights are available on YouTube. On Twitch itself, I upload the highlights, and also on BitCute. BitCute. If you just look for Jaxx Vane Studio on there, you will find it. So what I was saying is that if you want to join the Discord channel, just go on the Twitch channel and you will find the links for our Discord channel and Jaxx Vane Studio Facebook page and Facebook page for Hydrofoil Generation. So you literally cannot escape from us. So I'll see you guys next time, which is gonna be Friday morning. Ciao, ciao, everybody.
Ciao, guys. Have a good lunch.